What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P2F, and today we're going to be doing a video on how you can get spirits and beans, the fastest possible way to get both of them in large amounts. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to Chronicle mode, and then we're going to go and head to the Chronicle competition route. So once we're in the Chronicle competition route, I don't know how much you guys have cleared, but I'd recommend just keep clearing it. I'm up to this bit. I'm going to keep going and probably try to push to Zeus today before I go off. But the method to get the best things is you want to farm these hero battles, right? Because these just give you the most beans and the most legendary players. As you can see, there's all these different legendary players here, but you're not guaranteed to get a legendary drop every game. But if you try to do as many focus battles as you can, there's a very high chance, like most of the runs that I've done, I've got them in. So what we're going to be doing is to get to the hero battle on each stage, you have to beat the modes before it and get on the hero battle. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to hero battle, and I'll see you guys once we're in there. Alright guys, so when you're actually grinding these hero stages, the level 50 ones for that, your spirits, XP, or even beans, this is the best way to get beans that I found as well. You're going to score a goal or two, but then after that, what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to have as many focus battle wins as possible, because when you win a focus battle, that's when you take 10 again to get an item drop. So let me just see, we just got the inspirational quotes there, but that could have been a player spirit, it could have been any of the droppable items. So just getting as many of these as you can. Obviously you only get an item when you win, so you want to be trying to win the tension battles. Again, so just come up to players like this guy's pulled me into one. They are pretty easy to beat, just take time, and most of the time you'll be able to get through. And as you can see there, I did get a legendary player. Oh, it might be a top player actually, but yeah, you just want to keep farming tension battles up. I'm pretty sure tension battles is the best way. I don't think scoring goals limits any difference towards it. So yeah, let's see what I get from this one. See, we just got another rare. So just do as many tension battles as possible, and this way you'll be able to farm a lot of the things. So I'll see you guys at the end to see how many I got. As we can see here, guys, I did get quite a lot of spirits. One legendary, a bunch of tops. Didn't get too lucky because we only got tops, but I was only really focusing focus battles for the last half. Like maybe the last half of the last half. So if you do it for a full game, you can definitely get a lot more spirits. And we're also going to be getting these crates, which I'm going to open once I stack a few up. But if you look, like, we're getting, look at the amount of beans we're getting, like, per run. And it also, one thing that you do need to keep in mind, it does, like, different teams drop different beans more like. I think they can all drop every bean, but some are more likely to drop beans than the other ones if you look on the team list here. So if you focus on a certain type of beans, make sure you unlock a hero battle on that stage and farm them. This is another run I did, guys. I mean, I got even more beans this time, just got a ridiculous amount. We also didn't get any of the what are they called? The orbs. The orbs for Chronicle mode. Whatever the orbs are called, you guys know. The last video, you need them to pull and try to get the heroes. So it definitely does seem like even when you're clearing the hardest stages on Chronicle mode, you're still not going to be getting as much of the orbs as if you just play ranked games. You get 5 for every ranked game, whether you win or lose. So definitely, if you want Kizuna orbs, go get that. But on to the next bit of this video. This has just been a method on how to get beans and that. So now we're going to go back to the lobby and explain a few more things to your characters. Okay, guys, so once you've got the beans, I'm now going to talk about, like, advancing players and, like, should you advance players or should you just get a legendary variant? I think for a wide variety of cases, if you don't have a legendary player, there's really not much point in enhancing upwards. Like, just use the legendaries and higher ones you have or the earlier versions for now, but you really should be getting legendary players. The amount of beans you have to use to enhance a player multiple times is very expensive. I am just going to enhance my goalkeeper now to show you guys an example of it, but if we look on when to enhance him, right, I'm going to select off the same character. It's asking us for 30 of the strength beans, 30 of the green ones, and 30 of the goalkeeper beans. And it does say I have 0 goalkeeper beans. But if I back out and go on my Abbey Learn board, I actually have 100 of them equipped on my goalkeeper here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them. So then now if we go on, I should be able to enhance him. The keeper's going to be an easier to enhance than the other ones because your beans are automatically going to go on your keeper most likely. As you can see, that's an example of advancing a player. You can do it, and I'm sure later into the game, we're all going to have so many beans that we're not worrying about it. But in the early game, definitely, we're getting so many legendary and rare drops. there really is no reason to be upgrading your players unless, as my guy was, I've already got my keep like level 80. I kind of need him to keep him ranked. So yeah, look, I've got all these legendary players. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be using any of these because they're not players I want to use, but I've also had some pretty good ones. Like, I've got the Bylong, I've got the Kidder. I'm not really a big fan of this guy. I did get Endo, we're kind of leveling him up, and I got the Fair from my pre-order bonus. And one other thing is, like, say for example, I wanted to upgrade my Hiruto, right? I'd go to enhance here, and I select all from the same character and I try and make him legendary. Look at the amount of beans I'm going to need, like 50 out of 25, 50 out of 5, and I probably do have these that I can unequip with, but when we're this early in the game, having your beans actually equipped on your characters is going to be a lot better of a use than using it to upgrade one of your characters, because if you don't know, beans do give characters individual boosts. So if I check Kirito, for example, on the Abilene board, he doesn't have many beans, because what will happen for most of you guys is your beans will have been auto put on. So if we come back to the team menu and we press equip, we can remove trainer beans from team. And so now if I check any of my players, so my Fair, for example, Abilene board, he has no beans now. So you don't have to choose the one matching the emblem. I just think the emblem's there because it's like what it's recommending for each player. So as you can see, I put these beans on Fair and I'm going to remove them. Okay guys, I made a huge mistake right there in the video where I removed the beans from Fair. As you can remember, I had about 63 of these, but as an example, I'm going to put one bean on here. With legendary players, you can't remove beans. As you can see, if I click remove, we're actually going to lose that bean. So I actually lost the 63 beans from doing this here. But if you do this, put the beans on, and then you come in here and press remove training beans from team, they will unequip normally. So that's a way we can bypass this right now. So don't do what I did. Don't be stupid and remove your beans manually, or else this is going to happen. Make sure you always use the automatic removal to just take them off all of your team. It's only legendary and above players you can't put better beans on, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm sure if we'll test it out now. If I put one on Kagura, it says the same thing, right? You can't remove it. But then again, if we come and remove the training beans, it's going to unequip. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. If you guys want to do it manually, you can, because this way you can then choose the amount you want on each player, which is quite important because you might want all your kicking, like Fair's my main attacker right now and he's using his big mix max. So I low-key just want to pump all my extra kick onto Fair. I think this is way better than doing the auto select. The auto select is convenient and you're still going to be able to play well with it and do well. But when you do the auto select, you're not really getting that much power increase. You're just getting very small ones across the margin, which isn't going to help that much. So I would definitely recommend don't evolve your characters. Just go for better spirits. If you really, really want to evolve someone, you can do it. But if you're trying to upgrade multiple people in the same position, you're going to need so many of the same beans that just farming them will take hours and hours. So definitely don't do that. Go ahead and manually equip your beans on your players for the best results. One other thing you guys are going to want to keep in mind, well, there's two more things I'm going to cover in this video. So one thing is you might be seeing you getting the crates, and you might even have some crates from your pre-order bonus that you never claimed. You want to head over to items, and they will be in the final section, consumables right here. If you have any crates left over from your deluxe edition, like if you got the deluxe edition and you never opened any crates or anything like that, come here and check your consumables, because this is where all crates appear, including the ones that you do get dropped from doing the level 50 hero games. I think there was a clip right at the beginning of this video of me opening a few, if you want to go back and have a look at that for a visual example. The other one final thing I wanted to cover is about the different featured characters each in Heroes mode. I'm not 100% sure exactly when this is going to change, but for now, as we can see, Group D is boosted, so you're much more likely to get these three characters on the right hand of the screen, right here. So we've got like Bai Longshu and Badap, or I think he's called Shadow in the Ogre games, not too sure. But as we can see, we're going to have Torch, Gazelle, Zanak, then we're going to have the full Protocol Mega boosted, then Zeus, what is his brother's name? I forgot, and the guy from Dragon Link, Rococo. So make sure you definitely try and get at least legendary copies of these three. I'm hoping to get a hero of one of them from farming. But anyway, with that, both of them being said, that's been the whole video. So to round it all up, we've gone over the best way to farm beans and spirits, which is definitely to do the hero battles in the Chronicle mode. So as you're going through the Chronicle mode, just make sure you're clearing the stages to get to the hero mode on each one. And the other thing is my recommendation to not really upgrade to players with beans early on. Obviously, later in the game when we're all going to have thousands of beans, it'll be completely fine to do this. But for the current time, I'd recommend focusing putting your beans on your best player that needs an extra bit of shooting, extra bit of catching, whatever you need. And I'll see you guys next time.